You do these things because you want to be spoken about. Like look how everyone's frothing at the mouth, bruv. Tyson's talking about coming back. Grown ass man Tyson. And people are going nuts.
Yo, look, I can do it like money made, glamorous ting. 12 round unanimous ting. Casual fans on the analyst ting. That ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox. Do it on point, jab your head off. Who tried to say that AJ fell off? Must have never had Nigerian jello.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast with 2 undefeated fighters.
Chatting it up. Bro, what's your tail of the tape?
G, I'm 0-0, ain't fought, never will. If I do, it ends. No one survives against me. That's how I'm feeling this week, bro. I'm in my Michael Jordan bag, fam.
Oh, fam. About to give them the last dance, yeah?
G, I am in, I don't want no friends anymore. If you can't hang, I don't, listen, if
you're not stepping it up, yeah?
Bruv.
Bang him in the face in training.
Banging, I will punch up Steve Kerr myself, and he's a legend, fam. But this is what it comes down to. You get what I'm saying? Anyone can get banged in the face. That's how I thought. What's your tail of the tape, fam?
Well, listen, forget the numbers. I'm retiring undefeated. Simple as that.
Oh, shit.
If I fight on or I don't, the number stays at 0. Do you understand?
Oh, shit.
KSI, let's do the last dance.
No,
let's
KSI.
Go.
Wait, let me talk to KSI right now.
Run it.
Why are you ducking Travis, though? What more does it take, fam? I get that you're fighting the other YouTubers and that, but there's a fight here for you right now. Man said Lennox Lewis said he will train Travis, bruv. We got clout.
When I tell you, I was thinking about this the other day.
Come on, man.
So nuts.
Talk to me, bruv.
Obviously, when I did the call out, you could say, "Oh, right, yeah. There's no need for man to fight you." Cool. But Lennox has agreed to be my trainer. Lennox also tweeted him as well, you know.
Oh.
Lennox tweeted him and said, "Yo, this guy here wants to fight you, fam," and he ignored it. So now we can officially know
he's ducking you.
You're avoiding man still.
He's ducking you. He's moving like, bro. His inner pussyo doesn't want it. You know, everyone's got inner pussyo in it. It depends how. Yeah.
You shut him up or he dominates the combo.
Yeah. And my thing is, what would MJ do? He's not doing that. Do you see what I'm saying? MJ, bro, I watched too much Last Dance, you know. You can tell now, innit, that because now, I'm starting to create enemies that are not my enemies, fam. Like before we came on this pod, I thought to myself, you said to me, I know more about boxing than you, even though you do, but I'm offended now, and I want to get you out of here.
Fam, man's gonna hit with the Spencer Ferro.
So,
in 1648, there was a man by the name of Nigel.
He's the first boxer to ever box.
He made his own gloves. He stitched it right before the fight. Nah, it's mad. It's mad.
Nah, man, it's crazy.
On a big and serious though, I fully would love to have that KSI fight, you know.
I don't think KSI wants any part of your problems, you know.
Nah, neither do I.
I think you knock him out. Do you know what I mean?
Same.
I think you knock him out. I'd walk you to the ring. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's a night off. We're not podding. We're not podcasting. I go.
No, we'll pod before the fight and straight after.
That's mad. That's mad.
Listen, straight after, before I'm not chatting. There's no way.
Yeah, that's too much. That's when I know you're gonna lose, bro. If you're podding before,
bro, and I'm cracking mad jokes.
If you're on this one, hold this. I'm gone. You man, I'm coming back.
That's a Dennis Rodman story.
No. Wait, how are you, bro?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm having some great days, and I'm having some days where it's just like I just want to go out. But overall, I think you know what it is. I feel like I feel like I'm ironed into the time now.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you doing?
Do you know what? Like again, in my bag, man. Like I think being locked in suits my personality at times because I just like my house. Do you know what I mean? I think it's dope. Like I've been on my Peloton. I'm killing that, bruv.
What's that?
The indoor workout bike, fam.
Oh, seen. Okay.
Bro, I copped one of those. I gave it as a gift to myself. I got one it's supposed to be for my wife. It's nuts, innit? It's for us. Yeah. I copped it what's that, before Christmas? It's expensive, I ain't gonna lie, but it's the best thing man's ever bought. And so I've been on that every day. I get up, and I'm just on it. So I think that's just helped mentally, innit? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's the part where I'm slacking. I haven't exercised, man.
The
I
next,
exercised literally one day out of this thing, but I went so hard. I convinced myself, you know what? This is me. That's
yeah.
it.
Nah, so I've exercised literally every day since the lockdown, and then I just do like stretching on the weekends and that. But that's been good mindset wise. I feel like I could do anything now, man. Even now, man is drinking. I'm proper on water, you know. What's in
Right, you
your
got the
thing?
lime in there.
I
I
got
just
the
got regular.
lime in there.
I just got the
Yeah.
regular water. Man's
Now
got it infused.
I got it infused. I made that for my missus still. I thought, you know what, like,
Hold on, you made it and took it back.
no, I made our own
That's
one as well. No,
oh,
come on,
okay.
raw. You were about to throw
I
me
was
under the
about to
bus.
say what? That's
No,
bad.
no, but yeah. So literally, I've been great. Just feeling like mentally, like feeling in a really like I could attack everything type vibe. Do you know what I'm saying? And
You know, it's mad. Like I would love to get back in my exercise bag. Like hopefully over
mm,
this convo is inspiring me to get back on it. But I have been feeling quite motivated, just
yeah,
creative, putting it out, putting content out and stuff like that.
yeah.
I
That's
just think
pushed me as well, you know. Seeing your
you know what,
stuff
it's
like on your page and stuff. It's been dope.
safe, man. I just think I just know the game is going to be different after this lockdown.
Yeah,
So it's like adapt or
adapt or
just
sync.
or not. Yeah, like do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and I don't as again not obviously I'm on Last Dance heavy, but there's when I watch that, yeah, it just says to you what kind of human do you want to be in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I watching him. Did he? I don't know if you. I ain't finished it, but there's a scene when they win the championship after this is the first championship wins without his dad. Then he
yeah,
just cries.
and he
Oh
cries.
my god! And I
Oh,
was
that
like, you've been holding in your grief to win a championship, and then just let it all
mad.
out just there. Mad
It's
thing.
mad.
But then I don't want to go too far, MJ, and not have friends because his closest friends, the driver fam. That's a mad thing.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, is that to get to that level of there's a price to pay.
Yeah,
Do you see what I'm saying? Because the amount of sacrifices you've made, like I do understand it.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, but at the same time, it's like, because I know what my dreams look like.
yeah,
If everything plays out,
yeah.
it's a high level
Of
of
course.
ability. So it's like, that- it's mad. It's all mad.
No, but it's a mad when you need to call and get the number of someone that you played with for years. Something's wrong. If I need to find that person's number, he's not in my phone.
Mm.
Yeah, something's wrong. So literally, but it will be good. That's what's gonna bring us onto like talking about our boxers right now, actually, because mad stuff's happening in the game. Mad
Fam,
stuff is happening in boxing. I'm glad to be back, but we need to read the comments before we get
shout
into.
out to Jay from last week as well.
Oh,
That was a good
Jay,
convo.
big up yourself, man. That was a dope conversation, and the people liked it as well. So,
Yeah,
you got the comments up?
let me get that now.
Yeah. I'll read one quickly. This is gonna be a mad comment because he went in, but I'm respect it still. So Bayern 15. Wait, Arsenal 3.
That's his
How
name, you
can
know.
I name it? Bayern 15, Arsenal 3, Man United 8, Arsenal 2. That name is
This
crazy.
person, this
It,
person has offended me,
this
and that has
person,
nothing to do with me.
this person is mad disrespectful. But yo, let's go in. Yo, KG, I'm glad to have come across your content last couple of months on this podcast. Full-time Devils and the kickoff bat. You've been watching.
Sick.
You and Travis are the best duo since the Dudley Boys. Bo. Yo, Travis,
What?
get the table. Wait, have you ever given someone a 3D? I gave one to my cousin, you know.
Bro, I got a 3D from my cousins. I was the little cousin, innit? Bro,
Oh, how was
when
he?
I
Was
tell
he
you, yeah,
okay?
it was fun because it was like the first few times because it was on the bed.
No, you're a
Then,
dickhead. You let them do it to you more than once.
no, they got it. Bro, I was small. I wasn't stopping that. My cousin, my big cousin says, this is my cousins, Darren and Nicholas, yeah? I'm putting their names out there. Bro, my cousin
You're
Darren,
snitching.
my cousin Darren was scooping man up. He's like 6'5". My other cousin Nicholas be running, boom. Then, here's where it got nuts, bro. The mattress was getting moved over as the thing was happening. The last one, forehead, side of the flipping bed frame. curtains, bro. I was swollen eye, bro. I'm looking like I just sparred like Tyson and that. Like it looked nuts.
Wait, what did the family say? Because obviously,
Them man was on some. Shh, shh, shh. you know, you know that one day when it just hushes. Shh, 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 shh. It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. Calm down. Do you want to play the game? Do you want to play the game? Do you want to play?
you know, you gotta start putting in characters that if you're the Range Ranger, Red Rangers don't cry. Red Rangers don't cry.
Listen, I was stressed, bro.
I died.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
All right, let me get that kid. Shadrach and the Madam used to bust joke. What happened to the other guy? He was jokes. He's fine still. Marston, big up. Boop boop. Apple crumble custard before me. Still bust me till this day. Radio Raheem. Don't know. Yeah, no, he's actually talking about. All right, first time I seen the skates when the camera panned down. Cool. Let's get into boxing. Boxing is but let's talk about boxing as I really comment. I want to say a few things about Wilder Fury. Let's go. First, that finish from Fury in the 7th round was something beautiful. The footwork to the upstairs, downstairs combinations, because people in awe of Fury's ambush on Wilder so much so his technique in the finish gets slept on. Very true. It was Ali-esque. Don't get angry. Chill. Look at the eyes. I knew it. I knew it.
Nah, all I was going to say is I need to watch it again.
Cool. Secondly, for me personally, it was the most satisfying of beatdowns in beatdown history. I love this person. Yeah. I never disliked anyone in boxing apart from Wilder. Boxing was being degraded with him holding such a prestigious belt like the WBC. Thankfully, Fury put an end to that. And as well as preventing Wilder from putting his name alongside Ali in some form with the title defense record. Wilder was chasing and doing some Fury, Fury ironically put his name alongside Ali by becoming a 2-time Ring Magazine champion. Fury displayed so much rise of punches versus Wilder, those stiff jabs that they were sending Wilder halfway across the ring in the 6th, and those top of the ear equilibrium shots that he was landing at will, including the 3rd round knockdown. Lastly, Fury had been at the Kronk gym for 6 to 7 weeks before the last fight, so you can only imagine how it was going to play out next time. 42-2, bomb squad. Let me say it, bomb squad. Go out on my shield. Armor's too heavy. No, I already know from the name, yeah.
That's a thorough comment.
King Petty, fam, and I rate everything you just did just now because I feel the same way. Obviously, I'm not calling him bum squad, but I feel the same way.
When someone comes out with that type of comment, yeah, I don't have the gut, I don't have the knee jerk to come back and say it. I'm listening. I'm like, let me just go back and watch this Fury fight because I need to see. Because I don't have round by round memories of that fight in my head. Yeah. So I need to watch it back.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay.
That
was a dope comment, though. Big up for yourself.
Captain Al Pacino.
Let's go.
Al Pacino. Great choice picking Ali. And with this height thing, with Wilder being 6'7" and George Foreman being 6'3", it isn't even really a contemplation. When Luis Ortiz is 6'3" and gave Wilder loads of problems, Dillian White is 6'3", the exact same height as these golden era heavyweights. Usyk 6'2", but no one really considers these guys' heights when matching them up with the Furies and the AJs. Even if 6'3" David Haye was going to challenge Fury, 6'9", not saying he would have won, but sometimes we see height and assume it's the be all and end all. I understand weight plays a big role in the golden era and the current era. Keep doing your thing, guys. I love the No Filter, best boxing podcast out there.
Big up yourself, fam. And when you say comments like that, I'm not arguing with you, fam.
Straight. That sounds like facts. I didn't hear a laugh. Did you hear a laugh?
I heard a laugh.
I got no argument.
No. Alright, cool. Let me go.
Skinny Kitty's in the comments as well. Listen. I got shouts out to Skinny Kitty. I love for a minute when still. I see with the fake. I love his comments because his info is coming from a different place. Alright, so let's check this one out. Yeah,
let's go.
He goes, "What's up, guys? Much love, bro. Come on."
Let's go.
He goes, Wilder made way more money by not signing with DAZN. Since Wilder Fury won, Wilder has already made just under $100 million. $18 million for Fury, 20 million for Brazil, 20 million for Brazil, 20 million for Ortiz 2, and around 40 million for Fury 2. That's 100 mil already, and he still has another Fury fight at 30 mil plus. And he has not even fought AJ or even Dillian yet. That's at least 50 mil more in 2 or 3 fights. In the worst case scenario, and 80 to 100 in the best case. 180 to 200 million total, or way more, is much more than 100 mil. I have found a way to figure out passes. I had a lot of people help me with it. What you see is usually guaranteed minimums. The PBC shows a super low number to short the sanctioning bodies. Oh snap! Now
Skinny, listen. When he comes with the knowledge, I'm listening.
Now everybody's doing back end checks. The people taught me, look at the total money of the event, pay-per-view, gate, international rights altogether. The fighters get 60 to 66% of the total. The main event people get 85% of that. There's your money. So you get a Manny versus Thurman 55 mil total fight on a 65-35 split. That means Manny gets 23 mil and 13 mil for Thurman. A negative on that is PBC fighters like Manny have to pay the promotion out of their own money. So take about 2 mil out of the 23 and another 2 mil out of Thurman's 13. Guys like Fury and Crawford have like 80-20 deals with the promotions inside their purse. Mate, that PBC check is starting to look like it makes more sense.
Yeah, you know what? Like as I said, these guys are rich in it. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these men, I don't think money is it is. It's always there, but it's not the be all and end all. From like now, you pass it gets to a stage where you're fine, your kids are going to be fine, and hopefully your grandkids are going to be fine. So now we're talking about legacy stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, when you start to chase the legacy, or you wouldn't call these men out. Really and truly, you'll be chilling in America, WBC, chill. Do you know what I mean? No one ain't call it. You know what I mean? You're not really trying to get into the mix because continue doing these fights, everything's cool. But you do these things because you want to be spoken about. Like look how everyone's frothing at the mouth, bruv. Tyson's talking about coming back, grown-ass man Tyson. And people are going nuts. Even Donald Trump, as mad as he is, he's like, I want to see it. Bro, sort out the pandemic, fam. He wants to see it. Do you know what I mean? So
it's nuts.
It's mad. So this is the thing. So I think people like your Wilders and all these fighters, all these great top 5 fighters are saying to themselves, the legacy. So yeah, the money is one thing to talk about, but it's all for me.
The money's still a major thing.
It is a major thing.
It's a major thing because I think that you got guys who their motivation is money above all of anything. You see what I'm saying? Like,
you don't think they think about legacy?
Floyd was money first, legacy second.
I don't know. He cemented his legacy, bro. I don't believe that.
No, okay. When I say second, I don't mean a far second. It's a close second.
Okay.
Money was always first. Floyd wasn't taking no discount because he needs to fight this guy. It's not happening.
Yeah, of course.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, legacy is more important once you made a certain amount.
But his choices in terms of who he fought lets me know that legacy was important to him.
No, I hear what you're saying. It's important. It's just not as important as the money.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay. I take that. But then it's like, it's interesting. Big up Skinny Kinney, man. You always come proper, like, so that's dope. Bro.
So let's get into this Tyson situation, bro. Tyson's comeback, bro. That video that he put out, I mean, he put out 2 videos.
The first video was shocking, fam.
First video was just like, woof, but I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sold. Yeah. Because I'm like, a few seconds. Anyone can do 4 seconds or something. I mean, no.
Bro, those 4 seconds looked amazing, fam.
I'm not saying everyone's gonna look like Tyson in those 4 seconds. But everyone can pull out a level that makes you go, oh, in 4 seconds. Yeah. The second video had me thinking, he's going to the body, bruv. Like, you know what it was? That fully, got me a bit gassed was Teddy Atlas.
Yeah.
Teddy Atlas is watching the video whilst he's he's doing his podcast, innit? And he's like, he's going to the body, he's coming back upstairs, and he's hitting the surface. He's not hitting the surface. He's going through the surface. Through the surface. Bro. When he got gassed, I was like, you know what?
Nah. But this is... Do you know what's so funny about this year? Bro, my missus showed me the Tyson video. She was, because she was arrested. She was on her phone. And I was like, bro, what's she looking at? Yeah. And she's looking. And I'm thinking, wait, what's she looking at that's got her in there? I looked at the phone. I see Tyson doing the madness. And I was like, yeah. I see Tyson doing the madness. And she's like, he's coming back. Obviously, she's more into boxing now because I'm living it. Do you know what I mean? And she's like, he's coming back. And she's like, I think he could win. I looked at the videos. I was like, no, babe, chill.
Yeah.
I like that you're here. But chill. But then wait. As I looked at the video, I was like, Beeps, come back.
Listen.
Beeps.
Bro, I was having this convo with my dad. My dad was like, listen, these boys they're not going to be able to handle that. And I said, Dad, he's 53. Like,
no, but don't kill the emotion. Don't kill. I know.
It's hard for me to get
stop
lost
coming
in it.
with the.
I know too much, bro.
Bro, I hear what you're saying, but just because I called you after I saw the video and I watched it a few more times, I called you and I was disappointed because you didn't answer. So I had to call Rubes and I said, Rubes, what happens? I said, no, I'm going to save it for Travis. I put the phone down.
That's bad.
I put the phone down.
I'd be living if someone gave me half a question.
I put the phone down and he answered. And I said, Travis, really and truly, what happens if Mike Tyson was to successfully beat up one of our top 5 from this area? What do we do? Our top 5 from this era, what do we do if he comes in and gets it done?
Came back here and beat AJ, Deontay, Fury, Dillian White, even Parker. If he beat any one of those 5, we have to throw this whole era in the bin.
All of them.
This whole era goes in the bin.
We won't be allowed to talk about boxing again to 2030.
Yeah, we have to wait for Dubois to get to that level, because what that means is that this era is garbage. That means we have to start calling men like Lewis the present champ. He's still the current world champ because no one else has come and done a thing in the time he was away.
Bro, I was just there dreaming and stuff. Then I remembered something because we share videos and stuff. Remember that boxer he's like a fake Tyson, the Beast.
James the Beast
Wilson. If you go, you can stop this podcast right now, or however you're watching this,
just open up another screen.
Open up another tab. Yeah. Type in James Wilson. When you see that guy training, he looks amazing. You actually believe this is the new Tyson.
Yep.
And then watch him fight.
And it's nuts because you know what it is? The reason why I'm so conflicted with this topic is that I like James Wilson a lot.
No, man.
I follow him. I've been following him for time. The stuff he does with his kids, his story. He was homeless, come from the street. I'm fully rooting for man to do well. But when I watch the fight highlights that I've seen so far of his old fights, I'm like, well, that's not the same guy. That's not the same person.
Not the same. It's not.
On the pads, he'd have you. And the thing is, I saw a guy tweeting about Tyson, and he's basically like, that's the quote unquote Tyson style, where you're just copying what you think Tyson's doing, and it's convincing to the casual fan. You show the highlights to any person who doesn't really take it seriously, and they'll be like, flip it up. But bro, pad work, has convinced many a man that they're amazing.
Yeah.
Let's look at Chris Eubank Jr.
Bro,
because when
I didn't want to say his name, but that's another thing that arrested me in believing in this Mike Tyson comeback.
No, and the thing is, I don't say that with malice. Anyone who knows this podcast, they know I'm favourable for Eubank Jr. in times where I don't need to be. Yeah. So I'm just saying, it's no bias. But
I keep it real.
When he was on the pads in the lead up to the Billy Joe fight, when he was on the pads in the lead up to the Groves fight,
all the time,
casual fans were going mad. How is Groves gonna stand up to the power? I was just like, what's he gonna do when he lets his hands go, fam? And it was a standard jab.
Yes,
standard jab that got him out here.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
you can never get gassed by pad. I've seen some amazing pad work guys. Do you know what I mean?
You know them gym man, and they got their PT, and then after a while they got the combinations down.
Yeah.
bro.
It doesn't. It's like the man them that do kick ups, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're not, them freestylers are not gonna play football the same when it matters. Do you know what I mean? So, like it or not.
I used to be so confused when I was younger as to why football freestylers were not in the England team. Who's gonna get the ball off him? That's all I used to think.
Nah, bro, it's not Nutmeg Rush, fam. It's not the same. Like if that's what they're playing, it'd be different. But as I said, watching these videos, Mike Tyson, I realized very quickly that he gassed the nation. He gassed the nation so much. Evander Holyfield was at home, minding his own business.
Oh, man.
The video came up. This is how I imagine it, yeah?
It hurts, man.
Nah, because it's a mad thing still. Because remember, that video came out. Obviously, Lennox, as soon as Lennox saw that video...
Lennox tweeted. I saw Lennox's tweet. Lennox said, I've been in the gym also. I was like, what? Lennox?
So now understand my excitement. I'm like, what? Lennox wants to come back. And when I saw him, he didn't look like it will take a lot to get back to that space.
This is what I was thinking. I was thinking, when we saw him in Vegas, he looked like... He didn't... Because I'm expecting a belly. I'm expecting a mad belly. Like, you know what I mean? Your normal life now. I was like, still relatively
You're still trim. Like, it could... A long training camp. You have to give Lennox a long training camp. It's got to be
7 months. 7 months.
No, respect him. Don't say 7 months.
What? That's a good camp. That's a good camp to get your body back into fight mode from retirement, fam.
Wait, you saying 7 months and then the training camp, or 7 months?
7 month training camp. Fight time.
You don't think you could like tune up and like no?
Nah, fam. Because remember, getting hit and all that stuff, it takes a while to get back to that.
Yeah, all right, cool. So anyway, 7 months. You give it Lennox 7 months. So anyway, I'm thinking, right, Lennox is coming back. Then Evander, and you know me, I'm a Evander fan, bro. So Evander's like, I'm coming back too. So now I'm super excited. Like this is Christmas right now. I can't believe it. Yeah. Then Evander uploads a video.
Fam, he looked like he was fighting in slow motion, fam.
Oh my god!
He was on some boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, that's not the same one Tyson does. Tyson's one looked like he's ready to compete at the top level tonight.
Bro, no one wanted this.
Holyfield looks like he's trying to petition for a master league, like a boxing master league, bro.
Listen, even Joe Joyce watched the video and thought, nah, that's boring. Joe Joyce is like, no. I'm actually bored.
Joe Joyce said this needs excitement.
When Joe Joyce was a certain way about something, you know what you're doing is nonsense.
It's nuts, man.
No,
and the thing is, so what made me laugh, because it was so cheeky, he posted it and said, yo, this is me going at 60%. Who wants to see 70? I'm thinking to myself, move, fam. Move, about 70.
What do you know what's
this is, bro?
Do you know what I don't like about?
And then wait, there's more. He deletes that picture of
That's
his
what
page,
I was gonna say.
and then he re-uploads the same video with some more footage, but sped up. Could not believe the audacity. I was like, you are rude. Evander, how dare you think we're that stupid?
And do you know what's sad though? Is people have no respect for legends, because the way there were flames in this guy, in the comment section, no, I wanted to back it. It got to the stage where people were like, no, that's not it. But what I didn't like, and this is when I knew that that's not Evander Holyfield. The person that posted that video is not the same Evander, because Evander's not going and talking to the graphics guy or calling up the CGI department and saying, yo, you lot, can you speed it up for me somehow? He's not.
Instead of going back to the gym and thinking, let's get it right, he said, let's take it to the IT team. Can you fix this video? Because it's not looking how Tyson's one is looking.
No, and I just don't like the fact that because the speed up was mad.
The speed up
was mad.
Help. That's the
worst thing. It didn't look better. It didn't look better.
All it did was speed up the pad, man. The pad guy was up. And Holyfield just...
No. Wait, so I really... Holyfield, there's certain fighters that I'm putting in a space where I don't want to see you come out for so with Nigel Ben?
Nigel Ben was
he's got to be there. So I want Holyfield to chill
But to
with
be fair,
Nigel.
we need to see Tyson spar, fam. Because Nigel Ben on the pads. Nigel Ben on the pads. Yo, I was like, he's back. He's come to do a madness.
Nah.
Then I saw him spar, and I was like, no, this doesn't look like what I need to see. So if Tyson's got on the pads thinking, okay, calm, but let's see what it looks like when someone's sticking a jab and going, boom.
Yeah. It looked like a lighter destroyer, fam. I didn't like it. Like, just what I'm saying. So what I honestly believe is, I don't think Mike Tyson should do this, to be honest.
I don't think so, and I don't think he does have a realistic chance against any of the top 10 heavyweights in boxing. Top 10, 15, maybe even got to 20.
What was his last loss? 15?
Fam, Kevin McBride, bro. He lost to Danny.
Yeah.
That Danny Williams fight. Okay, let's just be fair. The Danny Williams fight, he had a sprained knee. You can see in a point in the fight where he jars his knee, and he's literally stationary after that. And the fight.
Danny Williams should not. And Danny Williams from Brixton, innit? Like the old school, like.
I big up Danny Williams.
Yeah, Danny, big up yourselves, but you're not meant to beat Mike Tyson, innit?
But the thing is, even the first round, you could see that Tyson was eventually gonna win this fight. He buzzed Danny, wobbled him, the knee went, and then you know what I mean. The outcome looked nuts because he just couldn't move.
Yeah.
So ligaments in that leg. So.
And that's what I'm saying. The body breakdown. Yeah, you see how you felt with, and I hate to bring him up, but we're gonna bring him up anyway.
Every
see how you felt,
he comes up in a good way or a bad way.
No, I'm just saying. You see how you felt when Belly dismantled your hero. Yeah.
Yes. This is not my hero, bro.
Chill, man. But however you felt when that happened, this is gonna feel even more worse, bro.
Watching Tyson
get dismantled by because he wouldn't take a dead fight. He would take an interesting fight.
Suppose he comes back and fight. Oh, bro. Could you imagine if he beat Usyk?
Why? Look at you.
You see me? This pod? Bro, I gotta be honest. I gotta do that pod by myself, bro.
Yeah. I just sit there because if he was to be Usyk, I think you have to come back for my man that with the agenda when you got a Nah,
he's getting smoked out of his boots, fam. Nah. If Tyson comes back, I don't see like Dave Allen was talking about fighting Tyson. He sent me the video today.
Yeah.
And he was saying how he's like. You know,
he never meant it the way they set him up.
People made a big deal out of it. He's saying like even I could beat Tyson, but his even I was on some like even someone like my low level could beat him now at that age.
Yeah. And
I gotta be honest, I still don't think so. I still think he's. I'm joking.
Wait. You think Tyson's beat? Wait. You think
Dave Allen can take a shot, and I don't think Tyson can hit as hard as he used to. So I don't think he's knocking Dave Allen out like that. And if Dave Allen lasts to round 3 or 4, Tyson's body ain't gonna hold up for nothing.
Do you know what's crazy? I think Tyson regrets crying in that last interview thing that he did.
Did he cry?
Not crying, but you know when he said, "Sometimes I feel like a bitch." Yeah, I don't even think he wanted to put that out. And I think now, I think because even Sugar Ray was mad nervous when he was talking.
Sugar Ray's face was like,
it should be a meme. Do you know what I mean?
But you know that face where it's like, how volatile is he in this moment? Like, if something happens, you know the producer is
if
like,
I move too soon,
are you able to handle this?
No, but so this is it. I think he done that video, and after it, for a while, he just immediately regretted it and thought, you know what, I can still punch up, man. You know, because you go through that moment, because maybe the pendulum was swinging onto just be humble.
Let's look at the lead up, though. There's been a lot of convo of, would you beat this guy if you fought in the same era? Would you unify if you fought today? Do you think Deontay Wilder could beat you? Do you think you'd beat Fury? There's been a lot of these convos that Tyson's been having. So I think in those convos, he's talking it through and he's looking at the highlights and he's just looking at man like Wilder and thinking, could you beat me? Nah, not only could you not beat me in my era, I can beat you in yours. And when he says that, in his caption, he said, yo, the ego is awake again. So that means he's now looking at men and thinking, nah. You don't know who I am. Yo.
You man are food.
Let me try and get the caption so I can get it verbatim.
What's so upsetting,
when I read it, bro, I was like, how is he still feeling like
While
this?
you're looking for the caption, do you know what would be the most depressing moment for me? I wouldn't want to see AJ beat up Tyson, you know. And
AJ.
I wouldn't, as in AJ now, I'm talking about. AJ now versus Mike Tyson. You know, if they just said, you know, let's just do this fight, we'll see how it goes. I'd be
I
really
think
upset.
change the caption, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah. Because man said before there was a talk about, yo, I've reawoken the ego and all this type of stuff, but now it says anything is possible when you're smart about it. Train smart, recover smarter. I'm like, that's not what you said.
No, because it's the negotiation. Basically, people are really trying to make this happen. There's stuff happening behind the scenes, really trying to
Yeah.
just. I don't think it's like an exhibition type thing. I'm not sure what they're trying to do, but
Shannon Briggs is his name is coming up a lot.
yeah. So they're really trying to make this thing happen, and I think now you have to negotiate smartly. So now, if it's a negotiate, before it's like the beast is awoken, everyone's paying attention, and you can see how many eyes are to it. Now it's like, well, he wants to fight, he needs to fight. I got to change my energy. So I got to be like, well, you know, hey, I got to sound more nonchalant if it's negotiation time. How I imagine it. How I imagine it. It's like, because the end of the day, this is still a money grab. I don't know what Tyson's financials are saying
This is
because,
what I'm now curious about.
again,
Like,
Chris Eubank, to quote the great Chris Eubank Sr.,
if you have to go to the well, it's usually for financial reasons.
this is what I'm saying. And
Um,
you got a question, it's mad that he's getting back to the well. Because I imagine everything obviously he's done the live shows. Tyson's
that's
done a
the thing.
one-man show and all sorts.
The
And
Broadway, the one-man Broadway
yeah,
show where he just talked about his life, which I really wanted to see somehow. I hope there's a way I can get like a copy of it online or something because
yeah,
it just looks amazing. And then he was doing so he's obviously got the podcast situation and
yep.
and I'm just like, what's the bag looking like? Maybe the money is not looking so righteous, or maybe like an IRS bill has cropped up out of nowhere.
Mate, I don't know.
I hope not, though, man.
No, but obviously he's had. You remember, he said he lost money. Do you know what I mean?
I
When
know.
50 Cent buys your house, something's not happened correctly.
Fam, listen, Rick Ross is living in Evander Holyfield's house, bro.
What's going on? And we're gonna talk about Dave Allen today. Yeah,
Yeah,
like really
yeah.
talk. What is going on with our boxing heroes? Why? What? How does that happen? That a hip hop artist that looked up to you or would probably have wanted to watch your fight
As a
ends
child.
up buying your house as a
Thing
grown
is,
man. Like, I don't get that.
it's crazy, right? So I saw Michael Mora
Yeah.
the other day on Twitter. There was a video of him explaining how fighters go broke.
Mm.
And he was doing this kind of percentage split between, so the promoter takes this much and this much. So out of $1 million, you probably take about 400K.
Right?
Like the breakdowns
Oh yeah,
were
and
nuts
cool.
after the trainer, after the promoter, and the splits and this and that. Like he was doing a mad divvy up.
Yeah.
And he kind of made it seem like it was crooked and stuff like that. And then this guy that I follow on Twitter, John Lepak, trying to get that. That's the guy who won.
Yeah.
Still, hopefully, we can get that done. Great guy. He's a trainer from the Kronk Gym, Detroit.
Yeah.
He tweeted and said, on the flip side to this, a lot of times you don't hear about the promoters and stuff who invest in fighters that go broke because they've invested, or not necessarily go broke, but they lose loads of money.
They lose,
They pay for the training, they pay for this, they pay for that, and then they make it, and then they just go and leave them for some next on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's a mad journey of relationships in the boxing game. So, but I think it all comes down to just general financial knowledge, and I think you got to remember a lot
where they're coming from. Boxers are coming from like not being educated, and you know what I mean. Like
suddenly you're in the top brackets financially. So these men don't know how to manage their money, and also there's gonna be that feeling of feeling like this is gonna last forever. And if I do spend it, I'm fighting again. I'm the man. So it's all over the place, and that's how it happens. Like people used to say about Tyson that he'd just buy somebody a car. You like that? Buy them a car.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Buy them a car, they'd have a car in the morning, and then Tyson's guys would kind of follow that person the next day and be like, yo, listen, nah, it's not how it's gonna go, unfortunately. We're gonna
just collect that car back.
But that's the type of person Tyson was.
Yeah.
So obviously those situations they're able to get on top of it and get the car back and whatnot. But how many times is he doing this in a day?
And divorce as well. You got to say, a divorce, you lose money on like in so many different spaces. You know what I mean? But I do question again because this ain't no legacy. Your legacy is cemented. like you're Mike Tyson, innit? We talk about you almost in the same breath as Ali. Let's be honest, because when it comes to that, when I say in the same breath,
I'll be honest, I don't.
A lot of people do though.
I
With
know people do.
in
Like,
terms of
I've
when they
never.
talk about them two fighting, they always say they can't work out
Can't
who
tell. You know what it is, bro?
and stuff like that.
And I think no. Okay, so if we're doing the legacy convo versus the ability convo, because ability convo is could Tyson in his prime fight Ali and make it and do whatever. And in those convos, it's very hard to peel. I've always gone with Ali, but it's always going to be a mad night of boxing, however which way you die. But legacy wise, it's a very different convo.
And we'll get there because you posted something very nicely. But then, as an icon, though.
Tyson
is an icon. Do you know what I mean? He's just as big. He's an icon. Like he transcends everything. You know what I mean?
The culture of boxing that Tyson brought in, bro.
Yeah,
bro. I can't imagine how many like rap lyrics have Tyson's name in it.
Oh, too many. Do you know what I mean? It's too many, and he's just that guy. Do you see what I'm saying? So the honest part of me is like I'm intrigued with the comeback. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be I'm
watching.
Liar. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I want to see. I kind of want to see. It's like a car crash, isn't it? But I'll be so devastated if he does get hurt.
When I got invested in the Bellew Haye rematch,
yeah,
right, I was convincing myself that this is enough time for an Achilles rip to heal. And not only is he going to come back better, he's going to come back stronger. Bro, that's you telling yourself nonsense, fam. 53 years old, right? I'm looking at this now, I'm thinking, no one's knees are great at 53.
Bro, but what are you talking about? Oliver McCall saying, yo, I could strap up the gloves? Oliver
McCall, you know? Fam, listen, yeah. I'm comparing myself now as a young man to a younger man. Yeah. My knees don't feel like how they felt at 20. Yeah. I'm not old.
Bro.
If you put another 20 years on top of these knees and they want to be talking about, yo, you want to do the YouTube boxing thing? No. Fam. No, I don't.
Fam, listen, I don't know if you ever ran somewhere, and tried to fly a fence like how you used to do when you was younger. Try that shit now. Try and fly a fence,
Bro.
It's very bro, back in the day, I was so limber. You see, if you're running, and then you could get to the fence and then do that flyover where you kind of put your body against it, but then
and then your legs just come up around. Bro, I'll tell you what's mad as well is you get older, falling down.
It gets nuts.
Bro, man would fall down back in the day. Bam, straight back up. Yeah, calm. And now I'm like, my knees a bit nuts. That's hurt. It's like, nah, bro.
It's when you know that you get down with sound. When you sit down, you go. You have no business fighting. You have no business.
I'm thinking 53.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I cannot get invested with this journey.
Yeah, but I'm
excited. But I'll watch it though.
If the granddads want to get cracking though, the old man them, and there's a super league for them.
Because even James Toney was out here talking about the comeback. Like these men, they're looking at dollar signs, innit?
Yeah.
Tyson's always going to be a money fight.
It's the super money fight. Tyson, they're saying 25 mil.
As far as I'm aware, Riddick Bowe is still an active fighter. Did he fight recently?
No, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
Let me go that. Let me look at Riddick Bowe.
But Riddick said he'll be involved in the Super League. He said he'll be involved if they.
The kickboxing thing a few years back, fam. 2008 he last fought. Okay, that wasn't right, but.
That's still longer. That's still like 2008 is. Gee, he's been fighting for a long time, fam.
I know he was trying to mount a comeback on some next. Yeah, it's all mad, bro.
Riddick Bowe.
So, alright, so what we saying? If Lennox comes back, Evander comes back, James Toney's on it, Shannon Briggs, Mike Tyson, Klitschko. Now, I don't think Klitschko is in there. Klitschko can still come back to real boxing. To be honest with you,
I'm reading an article, bro. Yeah. Are you ready for this?
Run it.
World Boxing News has been informed of the first potential opponent for the imminent comeback of former undisputed heavyweight champion Riddick Bowe. Bowe is set to fight for the first time since 2008 after confirming his intentions with the WBN in an exclusive interview last year. Yeah? Are you listening?
That
Big
makes
Daddy,
sense.
yeah.
Because he called out Lennox.
Yeah. Big Daddy has been on the lookout for representation recently, most notably eyeing a run with Eddie Hearn, as Bowe bids to fight again at 52. WM
right.
can reveal that the 40-year-old Alonzo Butler is being lined up for Bowe in the coming months.
All right, so I did know this. I've just forgot that I knew this. So Craig Scott, boxing journalist, right? He interviewed a guy who's representing Riddick Bowe. I don't know if it's his manager. Shout out Craig Scott, by the way.
Shout out Craig.
I love reading his work. So he interviewed this guy, and it was a phone conversation. And the article that he wrote about this conversation was one of those articles that's so real. It wasn't all that favorable to the guy that he'd interviewed.
Yeah.
Like, they painted the whole thing out because he was talking about, like, yo, it's going to be the best thing ever. Big comeback. We want the big money fights. We want AJ. We want this and that. And he was just kind of highlighting that Riddick Bowe didn't sound as enthusiastic. Riddick Bowe was just like, yeah, whatever it's got. Like, yeah, I mean, let's do it. Yeah, let's go. But it was more of a sad story because to the point where it's just like, look at this, bro. Look at this legendary Riddick Bowe back into boxing with this promoter just chatting nonsense.
Oh man,
to get him in the ring. Do you know what I mean? So that's crazy. I mean, obviously now I think the lockdown. One of the effects of the lockdown is everyone's just sitting there staring at the wall, and now that everyone's imaginations are going mad.
Yeah.
And everything turn back the clock, hands of time. But Riddick Bowe's been on this thing. Fam.
No, but it's like as mad as it sounds, yeah. I honestly put a lot of stuff down to the Last Dance. You know, people are watching MJ get his flowers, fam, and they're saying to themselves, "Wait a minute, I didn't document my thing. I want flowers." Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't document my thing. I didn't have cameras following me for the whole thing of my career. And right now, like, even, let's like it or not, the MJ talk above LeBron has been incredible.
It's been crazy.
It's been incredible. So, and LeBron is that guy. So you have to say to yourself, what's happened right now is the old school have been able to rewrite history.
Oh, yes.
They've been able to rewrite history. And then in the boxing community, we're saying, wait, hold on a minute.
Who's our Jordans? And who's coming back to do this and that?
Yeah. Because we're those guys. Yeah, the Ali, I think now we've let Ali rest, innit? Mount Rushmore, he's chilling. Yeah? But now it's like our timeline. Our timeline of when we were young, but those greats from that, the Pantheon greats from then, are now looking at this class and saying, you lot are some joke, man.
You lot are dead.
And if it was our time, and now the Riddicks, the Lennoxes, all of them, man.
I'll be honest, I think Riddick Bowe's reasons for coming back is peas. I don't think it's a legacy thing.
All of them. Now I'm saying all of them, man, is peas. All of them, man.
No, Lennox is up.
Yeah,
even
no, he shouldn't
writes
be coming.
About these guys always mention Lennox and they go, Lennox is living comfortably.
No, he's chilling. He's chilling. I think he's made good financial decisions. I'm talking about a man that spend kind of crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? So now you're the Playboys, for instance.
Yeah.
And this is it. All the Playboys, they want this money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't heard one word from George Foreman, fam. The girls are still moving nicely. He's not interested.
But he already did the old guy comeback.
No, but yeah.
He came back at 45. Was it 45?
That's not old.
No, it wasn't 45.
That's not old compared to the 52 thing, bro.
His comeback was like 38 now I think about it.
That's fine. That's fine. That's not bad.
Let me check. Let me just double check that for sure.
Yeah, you can check. Bro, we don't need to be 100% accurate, bro. We're two comedians, fam. Just talk, fam. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't believe that in this time.
But you know the ones where it was 38. That's mad. So and the thing is, it's nuts because that comeback always sounds so much older. Like Big George came back. Yeah. 38. Nah, bro.
Gee, man, that's coming back at 52, fam.
52, 53, bro. That's
54's
insane, fam.
Your knees. Yeah, your
I know
knees.
His knees ain't great in the morning. There's no way.
Yeah. You're not just jogging. Like, I don't even know how old my dad is, but I don't want to see him anywhere near action. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, it's because they're old men, they're full granddads, they're grandparents. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so but then on a joke thing, I did like Shannon Briggs' plan. I did enjoy it. I'm gonna be real. It was a good idea. So
what was he
Shannon
saying?
Briggs said, "This is what we do. We do the fights, but we do it on some tag team thing." He goes, "I take a round, I rest. So let's say me and Tyson are together, Brownsville. We're both from Brownsville. Makes sense." He said Lennox can be with Klitschko, and he goes, "I do a round, and then you do a round, then I might do 2 rounds, then you do 2 rounds. If the person gets knocked out, it is what it is, isn't it?" But yeah, tag team. You just said tag team.
That's stupid.
It's stupid as hell, but they're old. They look good. Because if you got a good like 2 rounds to catch your breath back,
you'd be good to go. But that fight could last all night.
No, because someone should get knocked out. They're old chins.
I hear what you're saying, but these men are like, they've spent their whole lives doing one thing. So it's like, it's going to be rusty. There should be a knockout. They're still going to be able to go to the well. They're going to go deep.
No, someone should get... But just imagine, so your guy gets knocked out. I'm just playing with this. This is a very stupid thing, but it's fun.
Yeah, you got to fight 2 guys. Do you know what that's going to be like? That would be like a training camp. You know when a man's getting ready for the heavy, like the tight prime, and he's got bare sparring partners. 1 round you, 1 round you. What? Nah.
Hey, when Shannon was talking about it, I was like, this is stupid, but it's thoroughly entertaining. I was like, I like this. I
would not want to see
tag team
Tyson, Lennox, and if Holyfield involved in a
double team, though. It'd be sick.
The only one who would enjoy that is Shannon Briggs.
Shannon Briggs, and what's the other idiot? What's the other guy that said that fought? He's the Prince. He fought AJ. AJ got the long hair. Charles Martin, because you know when he's smoking, he said he wanted to fight like 100 men. So, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, let's talk about.
So David Haye made a comment this week about Tyson, yeah. And bro, I got into some madness on Instagram because of this conversation.
I saw it.
Bro, the convo escalated. Guy got in my DMs, you know.
Did it?
Fam. So here's the quote, yeah, from David Haye. "I've never seen Mike Tyson overcome adversity. He's not even top 5. People went mad." So I got in the comments of this, there's a page, boxing_memes. And I camped out in the comments. I was like, I got time today. Let's go, innit? I said, you know what? Let me even find the actual comment.
While you're doing that, I'm going to say, so do you agree with David Haye? And it goes, Prod Mikey Joe. Not in my era of boxing, but I see where he's coming from. Got beat when he fought the legends. Yeah? It's weird because Spencer came back and he said, been saying that for years. What was he saying? What's he saying? Is he talking what?
He's agreeing with Haye.
But remember, I said on the recording that when it gets nuts, remember when I was talking about when we did the ranking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said the only thing is, like, remember I was talking about Holyfield, and each time that he was really challenged, he could do a madness. Something could happen. You know what I mean? If he's really it's a fair argument, but I think this
is what I said. Yeah, I said casual fans are gonna go mad, but Haye's right. I said Tyson had a very short prime, and lost to the bigger names of his era. So I said, does his career rank higher than Ali, Frazier, Lennox, Evander, Foreman, or Larry Holmes? People always end up going for like, oh, but who beats him in his prime? But Buster Douglas beat him in his prime. See what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, there's issues about whether or not he trained for the fight, but he was in his prime. I was like, I love Tyson, but this is not a lie from Haye. So I was going back and forth.
But you know, it's the person though. Sometimes you don't need to be saying this. Sometimes chill. This is big people's conversation, fam.
See, this is the problem I have, yeah.
No, as a fight, as us, man,
the problem I have, yeah.
We can talk. I get you. You can shoot. You can shoot in a second. You shoot in a second. I'm just gonna say my opinion. As us, man, we're fans and this, that, and the other. We're allowed to just talk about this thing. I believe them man as boxers, yeah, when they're talking, it holds a different kind of weight. And especially if you're in my weight class. So you coming out and saying this with what's happened with your, like, this is mad coming. This is ironic, really and honest, coming from you, fam. It is ironic. Like it or not, but go ahead. The floor is yours.
I get toe jarred when people are on this whole.
Do you say toe jarred?
I get jarred.
I thought you said toe jarred.
No, I get so jarred.
Okay.
And people are saying stuff like, "Oh, I can't take that information from you." When the fact is, if it's the truth, it's the truth, regardless of what you think or what this person's reputation is. Yeah, you might look at my math results and see bare fails, but if I say to you 2 + 2 is 4, it's still friggin' 4, bro.
Nah, but I hear.
So that's why I'm like, I'm not into that whole.
But
what have you done? No, is it right? Yes, it is. Just because you have an emotional feeling about Haye doesn't make what he's saying nonsense. Tyson's legacy is not top 5 all time.
I'm not arguing that.
But that's what I'm saying. So when people are challenging me on the basis of being David Haye, I'm like,
it still comes stupid. In. It's still like, and I hear what you're saying in a way.
It would make that would make sense, yeah. If David Haye was talking like he was able to do better, or if he was like, like how I did against such and such, then you'd be like, bro, joke man thing, that's nuts. Even from me, I'd be like, fam, relax, yeah. But he's not saying it. He's saying he's not in my top 5. Bro, you go to his page, he's still got him in the ranking. He's like 6. So it's not like he's this man to ridiculous end. He said, nah, you're not top 5. I just can't put your career above Holmes and Evander, Holyfield and Lennox and these men. Where's the lie?
I'm going to do a mad analogy, and I think I just do these all the time. But if you heard Boris Johnson, talking about Nas and Jay-Z and that, I mean, like, Boris, don't get involved in this. Like, if Boris,
that's a mad equivalence, fam.
I know it's a mad equivalent, but I'm just saying sometimes it's like, don't get involved, fam. This is legends that we're talking about. Your voice is not acceptable here right now.
No, but you know what?
That's the point. That's the point that I was making. As in, when it's like, your voice is not supposed to be in this right now. And I know the undisputed, the cruiserweight, hey, maybe you can talk this talk.
But you have to allow these guys to be fans of boxing as well. You have to remember these men are still fans. So when man is saying who his top 10 all-time great fighters are, he's going into a fan mode to speak on this. So he's not putting himself in if he put himself in that top 10, slaughter him. Get him out of here. Because then he's moving nuts. He hasn't done that. He said from his perspective, who are his 10 guys all-time? There's nothing to the point where you'd be like, oh, you're chatting crap, what have you done? Bruv, any one of us could do that. Would you do it in my moment? Comedians?
Yeah, go on.
If you did a list of your favorite comedians, you're going to have greats in there, bro. Yeah. And then there'll be another name that comes up where you'd be like, nah, I ain't putting him in my top 5. And man could just go, wait, are you comparing yourself to my man? You'd be like, this is stupid. I'm giving
but it's easy because my top 5, no one would argue with it.
But what I'm saying is, if there's another name that if you mention your top 5, I could bring up another name and be like, but what about this guy?
I say nah.
And then what? Now I've got to attack your credentials.
Hey, what shows have you done, fam?
What shows?
What big shows have you done?
Have you sold out arenas? Get out. Nah, I think it's an
but if grown people are talking, like let's say if I went to, and bro, just accept my analogies, innit? If I went to the Rockefeller brunch, with all the man them, and they're all talking big boy talk, when Kevin Hart's there, all the millionaires, they're just chatting. I'm not talking. I'm just sitting there because I know my level right now. I don't need to be involved in this. There's a big man conversation, and all I can do is pick up knowledge and be like, see, swear down, is that what's going on?
You know what's bad here? When I did the Dave Chappelle show,
well,
I was backstage after the show and like all his celebrity friends was coming in and bro, man was just, you're right, thank, love, big up.
Idris, big up. Because there's times for your voice in it, and there's times where something else is happening. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying the killer and this is the thing about legacy and names, because if your name was cemented in history, you'd be able to get that comment off. Do you see what I'm saying?
Hayes is.
I mean, yeah.
when people mention his name, they put it with Holyfield as two guys who went cruiserweight to heavyweight and won more titles. His name is there. People just don't like Haye.
I
Let's put
like
it.
him. I don't
Nah,
even know what you're talking about. Why you keep pushing this
no,
narrative? It's a fake
no, I'm talking
narrative.
about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about when I see those comments. Because you see the comments and people will disregard logic and just go, no, but the toe thing and you're chatting crap. And it's like, bro, is he wrong though?
So wait, talk to me about the smoke though, because obviously
Oh,
you
my
in
man,
the conversation, yeah. Because I follow that
bro,
page as well. I follow the
boxing meme.
yeah.
So I'm in the comments now and I'm camped out. I'm ready for the
Yeah,
smoke.
just on your
Men are
ignorant
coming at
Travis
me.
shit.
Some men are at me going, raw, big up, you stood up to the randoms, the casuals, and da-da-da. So there's one random done now. He's in the comments, yeah. I can't even see his comment because he blocked me now. It got nuts. So he got in the comments and he goes, just off memory, like he was just like, he's like, like, you know, what was his prime short? He dominated the 80s, dominated the 90s, he only lost the late 90s. I said, bro, your timeline is mad nuts. He won the belt 86. He fought Buster Douglas 1990. Yeah, so that's when the L started coming. It was early. You weren't his long reign. I said it was a short prime, 3 to 4 years. He said that's short. I said, bro,
3 to 4
that
years, a good 3 to 4 years though.
listen, but it's the names in the 3 to 4
Yeah. I'm not gonna argue with names.
Yeah. So I said to him, if you go into that time, you're gonna start trying to sell me Tony Tucker as an elite fighter that Tyson beat, and I'm not having that. Then he comes back and he goes, no, he goes, I've given you names, I've given you dates. He goes, you're just a casual, you're not hearing it. I said, so because I disagree with your opinion on Tyson, I'm a casual. Shut up, man. I said, look at the timeline and da-da-da-da-da. Bruv, this guy came back on some, okay? So that's how we talk to people on the internet. I'm going. Then he DMs me on some, bro, I guarantee you could never chat to me like that. Da-da-da. And I was just like,
we got beef? Have we got beef?
I said, hang on. Nah, I looked at some done from New York. And it's mad because obviously I'm thinking, you know, when we debate boxing,
yeah.
Oh man, I'm not in that space of it being a madness, innit?
Yeah.
So he's come on the DMs on some, bro, like, if we was in person, you would. I said, bro, listen. I said, you're coming at me on this mad. I said, fam, you're taking it mad personal. It's a boxing debate. I said, as well though, online, in real life, I'm not a dickhead. But, I said, that's wild. If you was upset by that, you can hold on my bad, fam.
Yeah. No, and like, it's we can't be.
A boxing debate? I'm thinking, come on, bro.
Is angry, bro.
Get your barbershop bag and let's
like, do you know what it is? But anyway, the ignorant side of me is like, oi, listen, if you already know, like.
I was like, but I'm hearing this, I'm thinking to myself, all it is, you had no answer. You had no answer for the debate. Yeah. So you have to just take offense somewhere.
Yeah. That's sad though. That's sad still. Yeah, I mean, he probably is friends with the rider, Miller. He's probably big baby's brethren, so it is what it is, man. That's nuts though, because I feel like I got to back the beef and unfollow the account. Like, do the real ones unfollow?
That was the next one.
Okay, cool. So,
yeah. Right, cool. So mean is blasphemy.
All right, say nothing. I'ma still follow the. I just wanted to know, like, what are we doing right now, like.
That's cool.
All right, cool.
Dave Allen.
Let's get into that. So I was watching, and obviously Dave Allen was misconstrued. That people heard a message that he said on TalkSport. He was in an interview when he's speaking about Tyson, and he said what he said. Anyway, the interview rolls forward, and he's talking about working, and I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, Dave Allen says, I'm on a building site currently, like I enjoy moving sand and I
love getting like
my hands dirty and stuff. And then the key thing that he says, and like, because I was shocked. He said, if I have to stop boxing tomorrow, if I retire tomorrow, I have to go to work immediately. I mean, like, no day off, no sleep in, straight to work. And I was sitting there and he was talking, he said, he's lost all his money. He's gambled all his money. And then at the first part of me, the comedian in me wanted to get the jokes off like immediately. But then when you watch that interview, because you like Dave Allen, he's such a likable guy.
I felt like he'd aged like 20 years mentally by watching that interview.
Yes.
Like he spoke with the humbleness of an old man.
Yeah.
And when he says that he's 28, it always catches me off guard.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't look 28, and you don't even sound or feel 28, right? Not but like just spiritually, I'm like, right, like, it's weird.
He's got total journeyman mentality, but it's disgusting. I almost, it's always hard because I like him, but when I see that about him, it makes me almost dislike him. I don't know. That's a mad thing to say, but it's like you're listening to him talk, and he's like, he won't even see himself. He won't even imagine himself with the top 5. He's like, yeah, maybe I can. I look at the ranking and I look at the top 10, the 10 beneath me. Yeah, if I fight him, that'd be all right, or that'd be all right. That'd be good. That'd be decent for me. But you can never see him in his mind. It's like you can't even see. I don't think he's thinking about championships.
You know what my issue is whenever I hear someone speaking, like even though he talks about, it's like, I have a couple more fights, and I think the money and after that bit of money, and I think I'll be all right. And when I hear that kind of stuff, it loses the appeal for me, because I don't like to hear people on a quest to try to achieve greatness think about money in that type of simple way of, if I just got that, then I could be done with it, and that'll be the end. Because then I'm like, you've killed
because we're fans. That's it. Like it or not, we're fans. So we're still going to have that fan. Yeah.
I'll believe in you when you believe in you.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's like when Chris Eubank sat down around that table and said that he kind of alluded to being afraid or not really wanting to fight Roy Jones. And it's one of the things where the image of Eubank that's built up in the fans' head is he's scared of no one. He walks in there and he does what he has to do, takes the shots. But the reality is, these men are human. Do you know what I mean? So we're not really accustomed to seeing human emotion from our superstar boxers.
Yeah,
now,
but
Dave
then
Allen is no Chris Eubank.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're gonna fight these type of guys at the top, I want you to believe in yourself. Otherwise, I will not.
And we, like it or not, this is the thing about boxing, and you saw it, you witnessed it yourself in the last few days. In the sense of, once you gain a boxing fan, they will ride with you to the point that they'll DM someone and say, "Yo, do you want to fight in real life?" Because it gets that deep. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's what I'm saying.
I believe I'm so invested in your story now. It's so hard because I like Dave Allen and I want to invest in him, but again, you can just see he doesn't believe. And then now everything's starting to make sense because I remember listening to Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn said, "I've made him, and most of my fighters, they have enough money that they paid off their house and they don't need to worry about this, that, and the other." Now, when I listen to the Dave Allen interview, I hear something completely different, and now that's what makes sense about him wanting to fight Frank Warren's Dubois. Now everything that makes sense. That whole negotiation makes so much sense now, because it's like you're super desperate. You haven't managed your money properly. The fact you shouldn't be on a building site. I know you can tell people that I just want to work. Yeah, no.
You don't want to work. You need to work.
You need to work. You know what I mean? It's like then he's talking that stuff a bit. Then and this is when I could understand it, because I've been in a bad place financially before, where it's like, but then you don't want to make yourself sound bad in a negotiation. Because did you hear him? He said all this stuff about building a building site. Then he said, if the offer comes, I'm not in no rush to fight. Bruv, don't try it. You're mixing sand.
That's right.
You're in a rush
to fight. You're ready to
fight right now. But he realized he maybe have divulged too much, and he's affected his...
Trying to do damage control.
Are you seeing me? You know what I mean? So I was very disappointed. I was sad for him.
But you have to also remember, English fans and the fan base over here don't really gravitate to the cocky fighters like how they do to the super, super humble, don't know anything great about myself. It's all a surprise to me too. Those type of guys who feel like that, the everyman vibe.
Yeah.
Personifies the everyman vibe, where it's just like, he's just one of the lads, he's giving it a go on then, nothing special about him. And the regular punter can relate So that sometimes works in their favor. It doesn't really work for like, I'm saying, like, you don't really
Can
see a
you do
lot.
that and become great though? Can you do that and become great?
I don't think so, but you can do that and become loved, right? Like Ricky Hatton, Frank Bruno.
Yeah.
Those guys who are just they just connect with the wider public.
Yeah, but I feel like
when Eubank started to lose, the public gravitated. So it's weird because it's like
we do love our underdog in this country.
Oh, bro,
it's actually part of our DNA. It's a part of our DNA, actually.
That's right.
We love our underdog.
And it makes you want to. It makes this culture eats at itself because it makes you want to bring down people who've got their stuff together. Yes, which is why I think someone like Lennox wasn't celebrated like Frank Bruno was over here.
Yeah.
Because you look at someone who is like, right, the stuff he says, he does.
And weirdly, like, you can almost see it with the Dylan White thing now, because now you're seeing Dylan White is creeping up because he's
lost.
He start to be but he's an underdog, and everyone's relating to you've wanted to. Yeah, he should be looked after, and he should be in the mix. 500 days.
Look how excited people were when AJ lost, fam.
Yeah.
People were revealing how they've been feeling this whole time after he lost. It was like, well, he's not done much in the amateurs. He's not done this. He's just not been ready. It's like, real, like, you weren't saying that before.
Yeah. We maybe don't like, we want to, that's a very interesting fact, but
winners are celebrated just a little bit more in America.
Yeah.
Because someone like Ali and Floyd and these guys, they talk. And it's like part of the attraction is he said all of that. Oh my gosh, and he did it. This guy's amazing. Like it just reaches crazy levels.
Yeah.
Over here, there's just that constant feeling of wanting to shut this guy up.
You've got a point. You've got an amazing. That's really yeah. I see that. I totally see that. And what do you reckon Dave Allen's doing? Then you think this is him playing to that? Then. Do you think
I reckon he is that guy. I reckon he is like that. But I reckon that essence of him will be why his following grows and grows and grows and grows and grows.
Oh no, he does good numbers. He does good numbers each and every time. You know what I mean?
So then it's like it's not really about greatness, and that's the part that I kind of have an issue with.
Yeah.
Because there are talented fighters that won't get those opportunities.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? There's guys out there that just don't. They might not connect with people in that way, but they box their asses off. They work hard. They train. They don't mess around. They look after themselves. Bro, Dave Allen trained for like a week for a fight one time or 10 days. That's not acceptable, fam. You're gonna get yourself hurt. And
he did. Was it Price that when he's in? Yeah. He's on oxygen and everything. It was incredible. Listen. Like, it's so hard because, again, as I said, I'm a big fan of David Price. I actually fully like him, and it was hard. Sorry, what did I say?
Price.
I'm not a fan of him. Sorry, I'm a big fan of Dave Allen. I just seen where he is, and I just feel like in this social media era, that shouldn't be happening to you. That's the problem that I have. Right now, I don't understand why someone with your name as big as it is, and with so many different ways to make money in this era, how you're on a like doing that? Are you with me? So I get every boxer does boxers are doing menial jobs because you have to do what you got to do to make ends meet. I fully understand that, but I think to myself, wait, there's social influencers that are getting it in with this many followers and this, that, and the other. Yeah. Surely there's got to be a rooting for you. Surely there's something you're not. Are you with me? Or are you just reverting to type and saying this is all I can be? And I think that's why it's hard for me to watch, because I'm saying, "Wow, you've really undersold yourself." Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's sad because it's one of them things where it's like you can't want something for someone. You just can't. If they don't want it themselves, you can't force them to want it. Yeah. So I feel like he's one of those people that at every juncture he would just be like, at the end of the day, I'm just little old Dave Allen, and just undersell anything. He won't ever bite down and be like, maybe I can be world champ. Because look at Derek Chisora's change mentally of when he was journeyman to now, you know what, I may be able to do it.
Yeah.
The last few years, Derek Chisora is hungry, he's active, he's no longer the journeyman. He's not even
turning up ready.
This is what I'm saying, bro. He's ready for 12 rounds of pacey action. Yeah. We don't see Derek Chisora like that because what's happened is him working with David Haye, I think that partnership, mentally, he's now thinking, no, I can be a winner. I can be on the A side. Yeah. So now it's like, it's invigorated him. Whereas Dave Allen comes in like, I'm really here because he's offered me 30 grand. And that for me is upsetting. Yeah. Because I'm like, I can't connect. I can't get behind that.
Yeah. I hope he sees this, to be honest.
And I think what revealed in that interview is that he, the gambling conversations. Do you know what I mean? I think there needs to be a lot of care for our athletes across different sports, financially, and just their mental health. Because I think there's a lot of things that you come from a humble beginning to now having
the world
access to everything.
The world,
and these guys gambling, and when I'm seeing like Michael Jordan's gambling stories, I'm like, this is a cultural thing in sports.
Yeah.
And it needs to be dealt with.
And that's what I said, and that's why we've been arguing for years. It's been years now. The Mayweather argument, we've been having it for years because we're arguing that I think a lot of his money could be tied up in that. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? So it's a consistent thing, but gambling's a big part of sport, like it or not. It's just interesting the amounts of monies that these guys are putting down when they. I like to know what they're gambling on. Is it horses?
I think this is gambling on other sports.
Yeah, but like, it must be some big. It's like gambling that will make us uncomfortable.
Some of Floyd Mayweather's receipts are nuts, bro. Man's be like, 50 grand on these guys being up at halftime. I'm like, what?
And bets that not even anyone would make. Like crazy bets. Do you know what I mean? Like,
the stuff you're betting on is nuts. You're talking about this guy having 6 points in the end of the first quarter, but this guy having 4 points. And it's just like, why would you bet on that?
Yeah. And do you know, let me be honest, that's why I haven't taught myself how to play poker, It's everywhere. I'm so scared of it, There's this, poker where things are everywhere, And I'm saying to myself, I'll just lose my whole family. I'm losing all. There was, because I just started gamble my wife away, fam.
Do you know what my version of that is?
Yeah.
I haven't taught myself how to roll weed. Because I cannot allow myself to be someone that smokes on my own. So it's like, if it's going on around me, I might have a little bit.
Let me hold that.
To go home?
If I was this one.
Bro, if I was to even phone a drug dealer, I wouldn't know what to say. He put the phone down, I think it was the Jakes, fam. If I got on the phone and be like, yo,
what's going on?
Buy some weed, innit? What? Like, nah, I'm out. Get off my line.
I said I want to buy some weed, innit?
Hello, sir. I'd like to purchase some product.
Nah, literally, I will never. But it's good to know where our levels are because I'm never. I ain't learning poker. It's too available. It's too available. People lose, and people believe they're good at it. That's what's nuts.
It's that one. You know what? I remember when I was little, where I went to work with my granddad years ago. I must have been about 7 or 8, and in the cafe there was a vending machine. One of the things you can play to win, gambling machine. Vending machine. So I put £1 in, I pressed the button, I want £3. Bruv, my granddad said, nope, come away from that machine. Because that is where it starts.
That's where the demons. Even me, I don't even remember when we went to Vegas. So us in Vegas, we didn't know what none of it meant. Is that nudge? Funny. Wait, because there's a spin.
Yeah.
I didn't know what we was doing.
Ruben somehow became the advisor of what we should do to handle this.
He's never gambled before.
Bro, we won like $2, and then he said reinvest. We lost all of it.
That was a lesson. Nah, listen, a message to the fans and boxers if you're watching, just don't try to stay away from gambling, man. Like, please. Keep your money, man. Please.
Keep money, man. Like, thing is, investment always sounds like a good thing for people that have money to do, Invest, cool, but make good investments. Have someone else lead that. or save your peas. Save that, bro.
Save.
Don't invest it. Investments can still go under. They're not bulletproof.
Yeah.
Just retire with a nice level of quality life.
I'm a saver, fam. I tell you. Listen,
look
it's very key.
Every boxer in the game, needs to be looking at how Lennox Lewis is living.
Yeah.
But if he snaps, you see the house is like, that's a big house. You're really enjoying.
You're enjoying.
Yeah.
This is it. So that's the biggest lesson is save your peas, don't come back to the well. For them, to the average, the people, us man, innit? Yeah. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad, innit? And Richest Man in Babylon, and just do something, innit? But you got to start somewhere. That's what I say. And then the key, even in this lockdown, and it's jokes and stuff, but like I always say, someone else told me, and I just sat on that. You should have enough money, like that. If you're like unemployed for at least 5 to 6 months, you have that. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's key. Do you know what I mean? And that's something that I've taken on. I'm like, you know what? I need that 5-6 months buffer just in case. Do you see what I'm saying? Do that. Hey, you're enjoying, and that's like money. They I don't think they teach this to like the lower income communities. It's not even this not even race really. This
the
is
relationship with money is different
in our communities. Do you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? And we just like good shit. Do you see what I'm saying? We want Sky, we want all this other shit, and it's like, nah, other stuff. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, I really hope someone hears that and that does something for you. But listen, I'm KG.
I'm Travis J.
This is Undefeated, man. I hope you guys enjoyed another episode.
Facts, man. This is a good ep. See you guys next week.
Come on, man. Let's go. Peace.
He's undefeated, I'll defeat him. I'm jabbing, I'm dodging, weaving. I'll uppercut him, I'll leave him bleeding. He's cut man's gotta go hard this evening. 10th round, I can hear man breathing. But my fitness comes like a terminal sickness. It can't leave me, I train like I'm addicted. All this pain I've inflicted. Rip shot, leave a man winded. Take a knee, 10-8 round, that's me. Championship round, I'm sweet. Float like a butterfly, sting like bee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. WBO, WBC. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Undefeated, undefeated. Undefeated.